On the banks of the Mississippi River lies Dubuque, Iowa, an all-American city full of picturesque sights. The oldest city in the state of Iowa, the tri-state surrounding community borders Illinois and Wisconsin and is home to over 60,000 Dubuquers. The city has enjoyed a rapid transformation over the past several decades, preserving the town's beautiful sights while adding jobs, business, and entertainment to the place better known as the Key City. While it's the city that has vastly changed over the past 30 years, one constant since 1980 to Dubuquers is the presence of junior hockey in the city. The city of Dubuque has truly become a hockey town over the last 35 years. Through the ups and the downs, a weekend game for the city's local team has become the thing to do for the town's citizens. This is the story of hockey in Dubuque. In the middle of Main Street, in the heart of downtown Dubuque, sits the Five Flags Center, an old theater turned multi-purpose facility. The Five Flags Center would be the home of many historic moments in the city's hockey history. The year was 1980, and Dubuquers packed the building to see the city's newest craze, a spectacle on ice. A magical first season had Dubuque hooked on hockey and their new team, named the Fighting Saints. Fans marveled at the players' skilled and booming slap shots, and the team's blue-collar work ethic resonated with the hard-working industrial citizens. Dubuque's hockey start came in the form of the Fighting Saints. Playing in the United States Hockey League, Dubuque's roster was composed of young men who were looking to advance to college hockey and beyond. Jack Barzee was the team's head coach and general manager and brought a championship pedigree to Dubuque. Originally, his club played just miles away in Waterloo, Iowa, but Barzee had pulled the plug on the original rendition of the Blackhawks, moving the team down the road to Dubuque. Barzee brought a vast playing and coaching resume to the Fighting Saints.
I started playing hockey, organized hockey, when I was 6 years old. My father put me on a pair of skates when I was 4 in New Haven, Connecticut. And I played all my minor hockey and my high school hockey in New Haven. And I left high school and I went out to try out for the national team in 1962, and I lived at West Point for a short span of time.
With Barzee, the Fighting Saints brought the self-titled best coach in the USHL to Dubuque. He certainly had the hardware and credentials to back up that claim, and his tenure behind the bench in Dubuque started with a bang. The Fighting Saints were stellar in the 1980-81 season, led by the high-flying Bulldog line of Dean Thomas, Brian Collins, and Mike Carlson. They demolished USHL records, and it wasn't far-fetched to see Dubuque surpassing double digits on the scoreboard on a regular basis. That year, the Fighting Saints won the USHL's Anderson Cup as regular season champions. Then they claimed the Clark Cup as postseason champions, capping off the year by winning it all with a national championship. The bar for hockey in Dubuque was certainly set high in the club's first season, and the hockey world took notice. The Fighting Saints' success continued in the early 1980s under Barzee. The 82-83 team again claimed the Anderson and Clark Cups, also winning a national championship. The 1984-1985 season would be Barzee's last season in Dubuque, but not before he claimed 2 Coach of the Year awards and a GM of the Year award with the Fighting Saints. In 5 years that Barzee coached Dubuque, the team had a record of 156, 80-4, won 2 national championships, 3 playoff titles, and 2 regular season crowns. The 1987-88 season saw Dubuque only win 6 games. They only improved with 7 wins the following year and then 8 wins in 1989-90. A new decade saw new developments for the Fighting Saints as Dubuque housed 2 future NHL players, twin brothers Chris and Peter Ferraro. The 1990s saw a coaching carousel. Big name Troy Ward came in for a solid 94-95 campaign, but following his departure to move up the ranks, Dubuque's struggles continued. The club qualified for the playoffs only once in their final 7 seasons. A new look for a new millennium could not save the Saints. Following the 2000-2001 season, hockey appeared to be done in Dubuque for good. It was announced the Saints were moving. They would head south to Tulsa. Everything was ripped out of the Five Flags Center as the team moved and became the Tulsa Crew. They lasted only 1 season before folding as well. 20 years later, the Fighting Saints took one last bow as their fans cheered them on one last time at the Five Flags Center. While the Saints may have been taken from Dubuque in 2001, hockey couldn't be. The Fighting Saints were gone, but Junior B hockey was in with a new team in 2001-2002. No gap between the years as Dubuque once again had hockey on the ice the following season. So playing at the Five Flag Center, the new team was named the Thunderbirds and played in the Minnesota Junior Hockey League. Thunderbirds brought a rowdy but successful style of hockey to Dubuque. They fought, they hit, and they scored in bunches. The team brought the winning tradition back to the Key City that had been missing for years. They claimed a Minnesota Junior Hockey League playoff title in 03-04, then moved to the Central States Hockey League shortly following, or under the direction of Joe Coombs, who would join the new Fighting Saints later on, won the Hearster Cup as league champions in 07, 08, and 09. In November of 2009, the United States Hockey League announced that Dubuque was returning to the league for the 2010-2011 season. The new 3,079-seat Mystique Community Ice Center was constructed on the Chaplain Schmidt Memorial Island, making a great home for the city's youth hockey program, the Stars, and the new USHL team. They would replace the Thunderbirds, and Dubuque would again join the best junior hockey league in the world.
Please welcome to the ice for the very first time, your Dubuque Fighting Saints!
As the arena came together, the team was given a historic name, the Fighting Saints. Overwhelming response from fans brought the name back with a new look and a new red color scheme. Jim Montgomery, a former NHL player and star at the University of Maine, was named the team's head coach. The new Fighting Saints' first season was one to remember. The club's first game in the Mystique Community Ice Center saw Dubuque, Iowa native Brooks Birch open the building with the Fighting Saints' first goal at home. As the year progressed, the club, led by veteran Vinny Saponari and by the USHL Rookie of the Year Johnny Gaudreau and Latvian Zemgus Girgensons, as well as netminder Matt Morris, went all the way to the Clark Cup final. A record 3,480 fans packed the new arena as the Fighting Saints rolled the Green Bay Gamblers in Game 4 of the final 6-1 and brought the Clark Cup back to where it belonged, in Dubuque. The new Fighting Saints brought a new brand of entertainment to the area. The family-friendly atmosphere features a kids zone for children, a lovable mascot, Bertie the St. Bernard, and different nightly themes and promotions that draw attention from across the world. With the USHL advancing more and more players onto the NCAA and NHL, the 2012 NHL entry draft saw two former Fighting Saints, Zemgus Girgensons and Mike Matheson, go in the first round. Girgensons, along with former Saint and Hobey Baker winner Johnny Gaudreau, both scored their NHL debuts during the 2013-2014 season. On the ice, Dubuque's championship pedigree continued. 2012-2013 saw the Fighting Saints claim the rivalry Prairie Farms Cowbell Cup, the Anderson Cup as regular season champs, and in overtime, the league's holy grail once again, the Clark Cup. The Fighting Saints' success allowed them to represent the USHL in the United States on the international stage of the 2013 Junior Club World Cup in Omsk, Russia. The Saints shocked the hometown Russian team and went on to claim the bronze medal. With hockey at Dubuque thriving more than ever, the future looks bright for the fans, the players advancing the next level, and the Fighting Saints organization. The town has enjoyed much success from the original Fighting Saints to the Thunderbirds to the new Fighting Saints. They've seen many great players skate in the Key City. The next chapter of Dubuque's hockey history appears to be one that will write itself. For a town that has enjoyed many changes over the last 30 years, the constant has been junior hockey, and that doesn't appear to be changing anytime soon.